Rick Willis, and I'm here today to talk about opening your own retail location. It's something that I've looked into before. One of my dreams is to own my own games and comic shop. So my journey began when I tried to open Command Central Games and Comics. One of the first things that you're going to have to figure out is what kind of a store you want to operate. For me, it's pretty obvious with a games and comic shop that fantasy and games is going to be part of the scenario. Kids of all ages play games. Even today, I still play card games with my kids, and I still read comics with my kids. And also, toys for collectors. Mint and box is a big thing among collectors now, and kids love toys. Well, the first thing you need to worry about is the location of your business. Okay, that's the most important, impactful thing that you can do, is open in the proper place. High traffic areas are very, very important. One of my great ideas is to open this type of a store near a grocery store or some kind of eatery. That way, parents that have kids when they're going to the grocery store, when they see a picture of Spider-Man in a window or Thor or Iron Man, they're going to be drawn to push their parents that way. So it's one way to manufacture a customer base. Now, one of the major forms of communication that takes place at this time is with realtors. This happens via email, phone calls, face-to-face meetings, and these are some of the most important meetings that you conduct before opening a business. This will set your rent, which will greatly impact your profit margins. You want to speak with your target customers to make sure that you're set up in an area that they're going to be in. And research your target demographic, because without those people communicating with you, there's no way you're going to run an effective business. Now, the goods that I would choose for my type of store, everyone's heard of Marvel and DC Comics with the movies and everything that are coming out. But there's 8 or 10 other brands of comics. Dark Horse, which I've listed here. There's also Dynamite and TNT and a few other ones that, if you're into comics, you should check out. Now, also, Wizards of the Coast offers role-playing games, your old school Dungeons and Dragons that nerds like me like. They also offer trading card games. Now, if you're a parent, I'm sure that you've heard of the Pokemon trading card game. That was another one that I was looking at carrying. But again, if you're opening a store, communicate with your clientele to figure out exactly what you want to open. Now, your customers will always tell you what they want to buy. And if you listen to them and bring the materials in, they are going to purchase it. That is one of the most important parts of customer service, is have ears that are as good as your product knowledge. Listen to what your customers tell you, and they'll teach you a lot. In any locale like this, you want to have some kind of special events planned. Especially with Marvel and DC putting out movies such as The Avengers and Batman v Superman right now. You can tie in with those movies to bring your customers in. The kids that want to go see these movies are going to want the toys and apparel to go with them. And parents may want to catch up on exactly what's going on in these movies via comic books or just your product knowledge altogether. Now, there's also special releases of games. I mentioned Wizards of the Coast and Pokemon. Usually when they roll out a new set, they do some special event that they broadcast to their customers online. You just need to be ready and broadcast to your customers in the store as well. There's also, from time to time, comics do large events. The one I've listed here is the Marvel Civil War. Now, that is one of the next Marvel movies coming out, and that drives customers to purchase the books, but not if they don't know you're there or what's going on in these books. Now, long and short of it, the people you're going to communicate with most are your vendors, who are a wealth of knowledge, and your customers, who will tell you what they want to buy. They may bring things to you you've never even thought of buying before. That's why it's as important to listen in customer service as it is to speak. Also, you're going to communicate with your community. One of the business ownership benefits is the fact that you get to interact with the people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. You're your own boss, so you set your own hours, but you still answer to your clientele. You're also going to be building a legacy that you can pass down to your family if that's what you're looking for. By being a part of the community at large, you're going to coach the kids that are going to come into your store to buy books and apparel and get to know their parents. So really, that's the long and short of communication in the retail world. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.